This recipe is brought to you by RecipeLion.com. We're making strawberry angel food dream cake. My husband saw the strawberries in the fridge this morning, and first thing he did was walk out with a big handful and ask me to make his favorite cake. That's why we call it the dream cake. He just loves it. This is actually my go-to easy cake. I make it every couple of weeks or so during berry season. Just start with a standard box mix and make it, bake it, and cool it according to directions. Always cool an angel food cake upside down and don't remove it from the pan early. It's a flourless egg white base and it isn't as firm as other cakes. While it's cooling, cut the strawberries into slices and mix just about a quarter cup of sugar into them, then set them aside. They'll absorb the sugar and make a delicious syrup which is great over any dessert. Now it's time to whip the cream. Beat it until soft peaks form, then add the vanilla and beat again. When stiff peaks form, sometimes I add in just about 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. It sweetens the cream, but it also makes it firmer so it stands up well in this cake. Add the slices of strawberries and reserve a few for the garnish on top of the cake when you're finished. Now here comes the hard part. First, slice off the top of the cake. Use a very sharp knife or a bread knife and cut off just about 1/2 inch. Try to keep the top in one solid piece. It just looks prettier when you put it all back together. Set the top aside, then slice around the outside of the entire cake, about 1/2 inch from the side. Repeat with an inner circle, and be really careful while you're doing this. Like I said earlier, the angel food cake is an egg white base and it's not firm, and so it's really easy to tear the edges. Now comes the only tricky part. You're going to totally remove the inside of the cake. Break the circle, then just gently pull out the cake in the middle, making a channel. It won't be even on the bottom because you didn't cut it there, but you can pull out as much as you want. Just be careful not to go too far so you don't rip the bottom. The sides of the cake will be collapsing in, but you'll fix that next, so don't worry about it. Hold the cake side with one hand and gently spoon in the strawberry filling with the other. Lay the top of the cake back in place, then garnish with the rest of the chopped berries. Let the strawberry syrup absorb into the cake. It gives it a really delicious flavor. And the only other trick is to be careful when slicing. Store it in the refrigerator so the whipped cream stays firm, and cut big pieces or everyone will want more. This really is delicious. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you to RecipeLion.com for sponsoring this video. Please subscribe to the channel to get more great recipes.